Hello and welcome back. Last video I done was the mining transport, and basically a couple of things I forgot to say about it was I'll get to it later on when it gets to this ship here. But this one is the commercial freighter. Now what's good about this ship is it has pontoons, so you've basically two ships attached to one. And this is actually a great ship to capture in early game when you're playing, because if you convert it right, you have yourself a decent base to move around asteroids, move around between asteroids, I should say. Sorry, there's plenty of opportunities, options for conversion. Like it comes with six cargo containers. Minimal weapons. There's what, 3 Gatling guns, one in the middle, 2 other side. Um, for some reason has an awful lot of oxygen. Only one tank is really needed in any ship. Um, it's all ion based. Um, what's good about it is there's plenty of resources on this ship if you gut one side of it. So you can really like gut this side. You have all the resources here, and you still have a functioning ship. I mean, you can upgrade things, you can fit refineries on it. It comes with 2 assemblers. Let's go inside and see. Has its little airlock. So there's plenty of resources on this ship to utilize for yourself. The one thing I hate about this is the shape of the bridge. It's so claustrophobic. Like you can see it there, so if you want to fly inside, you literally can't see anything. So come outside and I'll show you what I do. As you can see in the background there, there's 4 ships. They all look similar, but there's a slight difference between them. This is the very first conversion I done. It's one of my 4 ships that I didn't name after a bird, so it's called the Grumpy Scarlet. Don't ask me why. But again, like the last mining transport, it's in our faction colours. So what I've done with this one was obviously covered up everything with armour. I can forget what's inside this. Let's see. So we clear out this. We'll have a look inside of there. So we've 2 large cargo containers in here. Large reactor. The large reactor is obviously to power the jump drives. Added extra gyros. Sort of hybrid of ion and hydrogen. This is a heavy ship, so with the ion we take out all the oxygen tanks and we put in O2 generators and a small hydrogen tank here. We've changed it to the new solar panels that I really like. I mean, I think that they look well. I actually pushed the assemblers forward and get them full speed modules on both of them. Added an artillery turret down here. See all the now this will not go on a planet. What I like about the ship is the way I sort of kept the space in the middle here. You can still fly through it. It's all lit up. With more artillery guns on the top because this was on a PvP server. So we needed to have a bit of self-defense. In this pontoon we have our 2 large hydrogen tanks and another large cargo container. So you still have a decent amount of storage. Just 3 large cargo containers. And if I'm not mistaken, anywhere there was a conveyor port, I changed that to a small cargo container, just for the extra storage. We've our docking ports on the back here. Now what I like to do when I add stuff to ships is make it look like stuff is clamped on. These beam blocks look great like when you make them look like clamps. I've done the same thing on the miner transport with the refinery and the jump drive. So as you can see, we have extra power here. couple of small reactors, more hydrogen. Little catwalk going up into the airlock here. Now this airlock is actually a big airlock. This whole section here is the airlock. So we go to this side. It's pretty much the same as the standard, with the exception of a bed and a kitchen. So this side again is pretty much the same. We have a full-on medical bay in here. There's the assembler in the back there, and the bridge is up here. It has a couple of scripts running on it. Izzy's inventory, go-to script for really everyone nowadays. And when you come into the bridge, you can actually, well, you can almost see, we can see straight ahead and that. So that's the Grumpy Scarab. Now this, and we go to the next ship that I say converted, but here's another thing. This is rusted up, so it looks like a salvage ship. So this is being salvaged. And as you can see, using the clamps again to make it look like stuff has been bolted onto the ship and clamped on, because it doesn't come with jump drives. So we have 2 jump drives here in place of the cargo container, but in between those jump drives there is 9 small cargo containers. Again, we have the O2 generators. Now this ship is fully hydrogen, and this will go planetary, because I have the atmospheric thrusters down here as well. Landing gear. We move things around, so we have more hydrogen tanks, because this is fully hydrogen, so all the hydrogen the better. So we have 2 large tanks here, and we have our large reactor. There's a few small reactors thrown around the ship as well. But this thing has what? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 12 O2 generators in here, so I put them in here so it could feed through. There's no point in taking space with conveyor tubes when you can utilise that space for production. So you can use like your O2 generators will send thrust to the thrusters, and where you'd have like conveyor tubes, I will always, if there's 2 conveyor tubes in a row, I will always put a hydrogen tank in, because you're utilising that space. We've added extra batteries, so this ship comes with 4 batteries. This one now has about 8 batteries. And the bridge is actually a little bit different. The bridge is actually down underneath it, so it's slung underneath. Again, everything looks like it was clamped together because it's salvaged. We'll go inside and we'll have a look. Now this one doesn't have an airlock. Oh, it does actually have an airlock. Yeah, it does. This is the airlock. Well, it should be, but I have the event there, so it's not really an airlock. Change the slide doors. I love them doors. This is your backup bridge. What I normally do as well is, if you were in a battle and your cockpit gets destroyed and you spawn back on your ship, you should really always have a helm nearby so you can pilot the ship from that spot if your bridge gets destroyed. So down here, standard bridge, cockpit. We have 2 helms here. You can use them to control weapons if you have other people on the ship with you, like faction members. On this side we have sleeping quarters, cryo chamber, storage access. This ship doesn't have a name. Now we move on to this one. It's pretty similar to this. Again, he used all the beam blocks to make things look like a clamp. This one has 3 jump drives, I want to say. Yeah, 3 jump drives. It's a large cargo container, again rusted up to make it look like it was salvaged. But I actually redesigned this one a little bit. Sort of enclosed the whole section here, made it bigger on the inside. We'll have a look. Added some extra weapons. This, if I'm not mistaken, also lands on a planet. So this can go planetary as well. There's some extra gyros. Again, wherever we can add a hydrogen tank, we'll add a hydrogen tank instead of conveyor ports or conveyor tubes. Inside just have to stand it there, because the whole inside here is opened up. So you have a seating area, like mess hall, beds on this side, access to the assembler and cargo. We've one cryo chamber out this way, toilet for ourselves. I love these new blocks. We have a full medical bay again here, and the bridge is up here. The bridge is slightly bigger. We have extra seating. There are programmable blocks there, and we have the gravity generators on the inside here instead of the outside like the rest of the ships. Now, the next ship, which is the last one I designed. A little surprise with this ship. Now, this one has a full-on assembler. We have 2 jump drives, large cargo on this side. Again, there's multiple small cargo containers throughout the ship. We have a large reactor. If you know something about this, it's half ion, half hydrogen. We've added extra weaponry. Again, the same thing I've done with the other ship over there that's fully converted to hydrogen. We have done the same thing here with all because the O2 generators in the base game is very slow, so you need a lot of them to chew through the ice to turn into hydrogen and oxygen. So we've landing gear this, so you can obviously guess this lands on a planet. Well, almost lands on a planet. Because this ship got the idea from my faction teammate. Actually, so this is your main area here. It's pretty much standard. We have a cryo chamber here, medical bay here. Come across through this airlock here. We have another cryo chamber. We have a survival kit. You're probably asking yourself, well, why have we got a survival kit and a medical bay? Well, if we go to the bridge, and I'll show you the reason why we have a medical bay and a survival kit is for this reason. Also, this is the bridge. The bridge is slightly different. Use the new bay windows. I love these windows. It's a little bit bigger. If we jump in the pilot seat, fly away. So let's say you jump to a planet and you want to just go down. You can see an atmospheric thruster there, so you can sort of guess. So we press 2 to unlock the connector and 1 to unlock the merge block. This ship splits in half. This half, now instead of having a center cockpit, has a side-on cockpit, and this ship can actually go down to the planet. It's also good in the sense if you get into a fight, we've one large cargo container on this side, most of the storage is actually in the other side of the ship. Your teammate can jump that section away when you fight off any would-be aggressors. So the hydrogen part, fly around, go down to the planet. Your jump drives and all that stay up in space. And you can use the survival kit and the medical bay as what we like to call a poor man's teleport. So if you need to come back up to the ship for whatever reason, you can just suicide yourself, so should I say suicide, you can respawn yourself onto the part of the ship that's in space. So we dock it back up there now. Oh, too low. And we lock up the connector, which feeds both parts of the ship. Again, this ship doesn't have a name, so if anyone can think of a name, leave it in the comment. that's this video. So I'd like to thank everyone who watched the last video I put up, along with the shorts. So look, leave a comment, like, subscribe. It all helps, and leave a comment. Let me know what you liked or didn't like about all these ships. All comments are welcome, so don't be afraid to curse me out. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Actually, I have a little surprise in the next video, because the ship I am going to be showcasing is an old ship that was in the game that was very difficult to capture, that we recently come across. It's actually still in the data files of the game, so you go into the data files and download. There's hundreds of ships in the data files in the Steam library on your computer. So I'm actually going to be upgrading one of the old ships that used to be in the game that was taken out back in the day to reduce lag. So thanks for watching. Please come back, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Take care.